So the big question is this: how are those in the self-storage industry like us going to be successful in today's market? That's the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Jim Ross, and welcome to the Self-Storage Show. Hi everyone, this is Jim Ross in the Self-Storage Show. Thanks for joining us. Today I got Kerry Henriksen from Charity Storage. How's it going?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Jim. Happy to be here.
It's glad to finally have you on. I see you at the shows and all that, and I know we keep going around and around in circles about having you come on. So I'm glad you're able to find the time and get on now and talk to me for a little bit. Um, anyway, I love charity storage and all that, and I know everything about it, but I want to, of course, hear it from you. So basically, let's start from the beginning. Kind of give me like a 10,000 foot view. How did charity storage even come about?
Oh yeah. So we were founded about 7 years ago. Well, 2012, coming up on 2019, by veteran self-storage professionals, namely Barry Hoven, who passed away a few years ago, and he's a Self-Storage Association Hall of Famer. He was one of the founding members, or really started the Self-Storage Association Foundation, which provides college scholarships for SSA members and their families, their grandkids, their kids. So he was co-founder along with Lance Watkins of Store Local.
Yeah.
And really, Lance came to Barry and said, at that time, Storage Wars was really big, and the auctions, and that had just started, like kind of the storage unit auction show.
I remember those times.
Yeah, and so they were having an auction at one of Lance Watkins' facilities, and it was a live auction. When people came to the auction, they're like, well, we want this part of the unit, but we really don't want the surfboard or the bikes. And it's like, well, okay, well, what do we do with that? And same thing with abandoned goods. That's always a problem for every facility is, people are moving out and they're like, I don't need these two china cabinets. And they put it by the dumpster, and then that creates a problem for the facility, right? Then they have to pay somebody to haul it to the dump, So Lance just came to Barry and said, we have everything is, we have everything we need to create an outlet to raise funds for charity. So why don't we just put abandoned goods into one unit? We can see who wants to donate items into the unit. We'll give them a tax receipt, and we'll auction it off, and all the funds will go to charity. And it was kind of a no-brainer. It was a win for the facility and the owner-operators, and it was a win for their tenants because the tenants no longer have to, try to sneak out at night when leaving things at the, at the dumpster.
Yep.
And yeah, and it was a real win for the environment as well because we're not bringing stuff to, filling up the landfills. We're recycling, upcycling, basically. So that was the original idea, and it has just grown exponentially from there. So Barry approached the Self-Storage Association, and they immediately said, we want Charity Storage to be our official charity of the Self-Storage Association. And since then, we have great affiliate associations with like the ISS World Expo, the Arizona Self-Storage Association, Nevada Self-Storage Association, California, and several others. So we have the support from the industry, and we've grown from, originally we had maybe 50 facilities participating, and now we have about 1,000.
1,000?
So,
Wow.
Yeah, making a difference one charity storage unit at a time.
I keep spreading that message, but no, that's great growth. If you're up to 1,000 sites right now, that's amazing.
I know. So And so we've raised over $500,000. You know, we're still a young charity, but we've given away over $500,000 to other charities that are enrolled, and we vet all the charities, make sure they give back at least 80% to what they say they're going to do. And that would have been, you know, money just left on the table or gone into the landfill.
No, totally.
So, you know, we consider it, you know, a really a huge success, and we've made some great changes, and I really updated our infrastructure that has made it so much easier for not only us as administrators of the program, but for facilities to participate, for people to find the facilities so they can donate items, and for charities to enroll. So it's just it's a pretty streamlined, simple process,
Yeah, kind
and
of.
there's just kind of like no reason not to participate because it doesn't cost the facility anything.
Yeah, kind of walk me through that. So if I'm a storage facility and listen to this for the first time and never heard charity storage before, what if I want to be involved in it? Kind of walk me through that process.
Well, I would say first, what is your corporate culture like, and who do you support, you know, in your community, or what's important in your life? Is it the Boys and Girls Club? Is it, everybody knows somebody who's had cancer? You know, what is it that you like to give back to? And this is a vehicle to be able to do that without reaching into your own pocket. So what you would do is you would sign up to become a charity storage facility on storagetreasures.com, and there's no commitment to have to use storagetreasures.com for your auctions. You may do your auctions online with any outlet, or you may do your auctions in person at your facility. And then you would set aside one unit as your charity storage unit. And it can be any unit, it can be any size, probably what you have the most of. And then you start collecting items from your tenants. And you're also listed on our website as a drop-off point for donated goods, which brings foot traffic into your store. So people that ordinarily wouldn't have maybe come by your facility, you know, they can come in, they can drop off their sofa and their, you know, some other, you know, electronics, what have you, and get a receipt for those items. And you can bet that when they need storage, they're going to think of the facility that gives back to the community and tell their friends about it.
Well,
when they need
totally.
storage.
I mean, of course, I'm all for giving a charity, but of course, I'm thinking of ways to bring in a rental too, and that's like a perfect marketing opportunity.
Well, and there's a lot that we do for the facility as well. So, you know, I'll just kind of go through the process. So then
Yeah.
they get the unit half or three-quarters full, and then they auction it off. And once the unit is auctioned off, whether it be on-site or online, the funds come to charity storage. And then once a quarter, we disperse the funds, and 60% goes to the charity that facility chooses, and 20% goes to Curate Cancer Research, which funds underfunded cancer research projects. And 10% goes to the Self-Storage Association Foundation scholarship programs. So we all give back as an industry. When you participate in the charity storage program, we all give back 20% of every charity storage auction to Curate Cancer Research, and we all give back 10% to the Self-Storage Association Foundation Scholarship Program, which anybody who's an SSA member can apply for a scholarship, and their family. And then charity storage does retain 10% to help us with our administration costs, excuse me. And the reason we can do that, take only 10%, is we have all these sponsors that help us do outreach and, you know, pay for marketing materials and that kind of thing. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. What we do for the facility to help them out as far as our administration is we set them up on our website. So people go to our website, they say donate items, or they click on donate items, they put in their zip code, and all the facilities that participate in charity storage pop up in their region. And so then they know where to go to drop off items. Now, when the facility posts a unit or plans on having a unit go up for auction, if it's in person, they email us that information and with photos, and we post it all over social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. So that also increases the views that they get.
Sure.
And then we also provide marketing materials at our cost. And I should say it's $100 per facility, and that's what it costs us to produce it and ship it. And that includes everything you need to promote the program at your facility, like a big gate sign, counter signs, all kinds of swag, wristbands and buttons and pens and that kind of thing. So, and we do all the financial administration of the program and make sure that they know once a quarter where their funds went and how much went to who.
Mm-hmm.
And then also a year-end kind of final cumulative, this is how much you donated for the year to which charities. So that's it in a nutshell.
Well, no, and it's clean and easy to understand. That's the main thing. I sometimes hear people and they talk about their businesses and how it works, and man, you get lost in the weeds after a while. But no, that's clean and simple and effective. That's what I like.
It is so easy, and a lot of times when I talk to people at trade shows, they're like, "Well, I don't get it. What's the catch?" It's like that's the thing. There is no catch. Like, we are here really to provide a service, and there's two of us running the whole program. Of course, we have all kinds of outreach because we have ambassadors that help us go to the smaller shows that we don't go to because we don't want to spend any money on that. Yeah. Really, we don't want to spend the funds that we really raise for charity on travel. So we go to the where we can get the most bang for our buck, and we have sponsors that help us do that. That help us do our travel to like the SSA shows and the ISS shows and some of the local shows. But as far as like going, to Florida or out east, it just doesn't make sense for us to do it. But we have all of our board members that are from throughout the country. They're amazing. They have a little ambassador marketing kit that they bring to all the local shows and the breakfasts and coffees and educational workshops, and they represent us. And that has been really just a huge success for us.
No, that's very effective. Again, you can't be everywhere at once. So no, if you're spreading the word and getting the word out, and obviously it's working if you're up to 1,000 facilities. So hopefully with my little push, let's get it to at least 1,001. So let's try.
Thank you. We appreciate that. And we have just in the past year done a lot of different things that have increased enrollment.
Yeah.
We have a brand new website. Our infrastructure has really changed dramatically. So the website is amazing, super easy to navigate. We have an incredible new video that I know that you've seen.
I have.
And it was launched really at the SSA Fall Show, and it's also on our website. And just for the listeners, the website is www.charitystorage.org. Very simple. And you can go there and just basically read everything about charity storage. You can register there. You can, download forms. You can see exactly what our financials are. So we're completely, transparent. And so that's what I say when people say, well, what's the catch? It's like, well, there's no catch. It's really, do you want to increase foot traffic into your facility? Do you want to be seen as a facility with a heart that gives back to the community? That's kind of what we do for you and help you with that.
It's so cliche, but it's a win-win. And it's like the ultimate win-win. It totally is.
Well, it is. There's no cost. If you do your auctions on storagetreasures.com, if you choose to go with an online platform,
yeah.
Because we've partnered with them and for so long, and they've been around the longest, we've been able to negotiate with them, and really they've gifted us with, there's no fee to the facility whatsoever to post an auction online for charity storage. So that means, whatever they would normally charge, 7 or 10% goes back to the charity, which is incredible. They also allow you to set a minimum bid, which just for charity storage auctions, because all the items that go into the unit are vetted by the manager. And I should probably, say something about that too. It's not because one of the things that people say is like, well, I don't want people just coming and dumping off their junk. Agreed. So, they have to come to the manager's office and say, I have, these items to donate. The manager looks at it, unlocks the charity storage unit for them, lets them put that into the charity storage unit, locks it up, and just hands them a receipt with a date and a signature. There's no need to, evaluate it, or put a value on it, or even put the items that they donated on it. It's up to the donator and, their tax professional, really.
Cool. Again, simple and easy. That's what I like to hear.
Simple and easy, I tell you.
No, it's trifecta. I mean, it helps the customers, it helps your business, and it helps others. I don't know what more you can ask. It's there you go.
I know. It's well, thank you. And that is sort of our tagline. It's a win-win. Like you say, it is cliche, but it is. There's really no reason not to participate in it. So there you go. I mean, and we also have some other things that, we do. We have a Charity Storage Connections quarterly newsletter where we highlight new facilities, existing facilities that have raised a lot of, raised more money in a certain quarter, the charities that they're giving to, and just what's going on in the industry. Yeah. And that goes out to about 25,000, community members, self-storage facilities, and operators, owners, as well as vendors. And we get a lot of hits from that. A lot of people, send it right back and say, okay, I now I'm kind of getting it. How do I sign up? So that's another way that we promote the different facilities and operators as well.
Oh, perfect. And we touched upon it earlier, but I strongly suggest to go to the website and check out the video. It really sums up kind of the origin, how it came about, and the board of directors that are on there, and just it really sums everything up in 5 minutes. So go see that video too. So since I brought it up, give me the website one more time. We'll wrap it up.
Oh yes, it's www.charitystorage.org, and you will see on there that we have in the very first. When you first bring up the video, it shows our new mascot. So we have some really some unintentional mascots that happen to be donated, and they were so cute, little stuffed elephant and stuffed monkey, and the video takes you from when they're in a unit that's going to be auctioned off to when they're given to some children. And it's just like a sweet story too.
Nice.
So we now, we were able to, find a bunch of these monkeys and elephants, and now, we just said we have to have some of these so we can, promote it.
That's a nice little hook. I like that idea. That's great. Well, good. Well, thank you for taking the time, Kerry, and tell us more about this. And again, everyone go to that website, check it out, and just become part of Charity Storage.
Oh, thanks so much, Jim. I really appreciate your support, and I look forward to speaking to you again and seeing all the enrollments we have from our little talk today. Perfect. I hope so. All right. Well, thanks a lot. We'll talk again soon. Okay. Thanks so much. See you, Kerry. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. We'd love to give away free books that will help your self-storage business. To pick up your free copy of Self-Storage Domination, the actions you must take to dominate your competition, simply go to selfstoragedomination.com.